The night sky was clear and calm until a sudden flash of light streaked across it. Two sleek silver pods descended silently, landing in the middle of a quiet forest on the outskirts of a small town. From each pod emerged a figure, both appearing human but with an otherworldly aura. Zara and Lyra, the two alien girls, had arrived on Earth. "This is it," Zara said, her voice tinged with both excitement and apprehension. "Our new home, at least for now." Lyra nodded, her eyes wide with wonder. "It's different. I can't believe we're actually here." As they made their way through the forest, they stumbled upon a clearing where Alex was setting up his telescope. A passionate astronomy enthusiast, Alex spent most nights gazing at the stars, dreaming of what lay beyond. Tonight, he got more than he ever expected. "Whoa!" Alex exclaimed, nearly dropping his telescope. "Who are you?" Zara and Lyra exchanged glances before Zara stepped forward. "We mean no harm. We're travelers, from far away. We need help." Alex, sensing their sincerity, nodded. "I'm Alex. You must have had quite a journey. Let's get you somewhere safe." As they walked to Alex's home, the girls marveled at the simplicity and beauty of Earth. The air was fresh, and the night sounds were soothing. Alex, noticing their curiosity, began explaining the basics of human life. "This is a small town. Not much happens here," Alex said. "But it's peaceful. You'll like it." Zara smiled. "Peace sounds nice. We haven't had much of that lately." Over the next few days, Alex introduced Zara and Lyra to the town. They met as friends, learned about human food, and experienced the warmth of human hospitality. Despite their initial nervousness, the girls began to feel a sense of belonging. One evening, as they sat around a campfire in Alex's backyard, Lyra asked, "Why are you helping us? You don't even know us." Alex shrugged, poking the fire with a stick. "I don't know. I guess I've always believed that everyone deserves a chance. And besides, you're not like anyone I've ever met. It's exciting." Zara glanced at Alex, her eyes softening. "Thank you, Alex. You've been kinder than we expected anyone to be." Alex smiled. "No problem. Just stick with me, and we'll figure this out together." The bond between them grew stronger with each passing day. Zara and Lyra found themselves more fascinated by human culture, while Alex was enthralled by their stories of distant worlds. The small town, with its simple charms, became a place of discovery and connection for all three of them. But as they settled into their new lives, they remained unaware of the challenges and dangers that lay ahead. For now, though, they enjoyed the calm before the storm, finding comfort in their newfound friendships and the promise of what tomorrow might bring. Zara and Lyra woke to their first day on Earth with mixed feelings of excitement and trepidation. They were about to immerse themselves in the human lifestyle, an essential step if they were to blend in successfully. Their guide and newfound friend, Alex, had already prepared a day filled with learning and new experiences. "Good morning. Ready for your first day?" Alex's voice was cheerful as he knocked lightly on their door. Lyra, still adjusting to the Earth's time cycle, groggily nodded, while Zara responded with more enthusiasm. "Yes, we're ready." Their first stop was the local high school where Alex had arranged for them to sit in as exchange students from a distant country. This cover would allow Zara and Lyra to learn about human social structures in a controlled environment. As they entered the bustling hallways filled with students, the alien duo felt every curious glance directed their way. The sense of being different was overwhelming, but Alex's reassuring presence helped them stay focused. He introduced them to a few of his friends who were in on the secret of their true identity. Each friend greeted Zara and Lyra with warm smiles and friendly chatter, easing their anxiety. Their schedule was a mix of basic subjects which, for Zara and Lyra, seemed like a peek into a new world. In history class, they learned about human conflicts and resolutions, while in science, they found themselves intrigued by the Earth's natural laws, some of which were quite different from those on their home planet. During lunch, Lyra expressed her astonishment. "Humans have such diverse ways of expressing knowledge and emotion. It's quite different from our structured learning back home." "Yes," Zara agreed. "And they use music and art so freely as part of their learning. It's fascinating." In the afternoon, Alex took them to the local library, introducing them to books and films that covered various aspects of human culture. Each book opened new windows into the lives of people from different times and places, broadening their understanding significantly. As the day ended, Alex asked, "So, how was your first day in human society?" "It's more complex and beautiful than I imagined," Zara replied thoughtfully. There's so much variety in emotions and expressions. And confusing at times, Lyra added with a laugh, but we're eager to learn more. Over the next several weeks, Zara and Lyra continued to learn and adapt. They joined community events and volunteered at local gatherings to better understand human interactions and community spirit. Each experience was a step toward understanding the intricate tapestry of human society. However, their integration was not without challenges. Their alien perspectives sometimes led to misunderstandings, but Alex was always there to guide them through. His patience and explanations helped them navigate the more puzzling aspects of human behavior. One evening, as they all sat watching the sunset, Alex shared his thoughts. "You know, I've learned a lot from you too. It's amazing to see our world from your perspectives." "We have much to learn from each other," Zara smiled, looking at the fading light. "Your world is incredibly diverse, and each day shows us how much more there is to explore and understand." Lyra nodded, her eyes reflecting the sky's changing colors. "And we're grateful for the chance to be here, to learn, and hopefully to share our knowledge too." As they continued to adapt and learn, Zara and Lyra slowly started to feel less like outsiders and more like participants in the vibrant life of Earth. But, unbeknownst to them, their integration was being closely monitored, not just by Alex and their new friends, but by distant eyes that watched from the shadows, evaluating the implications of their presence on Earth. The journey ahead was still fraught with uncertainties, but for now, Zara and Lyra were making the most of their extraordinary situation, finding joy in the learning and growing pains of living on a new planet. As Zara and Lyra became more comfortable in their new surroundings, they initiated a cultural exchange, eager to share their knowledge and technology with their human friends. This reciprocal sharing deepened their connections and helped the local community see them not just as visitors, but as valuable contributors. Alex arranged for a small gathering at the community center where Zara and Lyra could formally present some of their alien technology, which had potential applications beneficial to Earth. The audience, a mix of local leaders, educators, and curious townsfolk, watched in awe as Zara demonstrated a compact device capable of purifying water instantly. "This technology uses a form of molecular filtration not yet available on Earth," Zara explained, her voice echoing in the attentive hall. "It can help ensure access to clean water in areas affected by pollution or natural disasters." Lyra followed with a presentation on energy efficiency, showcasing a small panel that absorbed sunlight and converted it to energy more efficiently than current solar panels. "This can capture light even on cloudy days, making it more reliable throughout the year," she detailed, her enthusiasm contagious. The community's response was overwhelmingly positive. Engineers and scientists asked technical questions, while local leaders discussed potential implementation strategies. Alex beamed with pride, seeing the tangible impact his friends were starting to have. Inspired by the success of their initial presentation, Zara and Lyra decided to host a series of workshops. They collaborated with local schools to introduce students to basic principles of alien science through hands-on experiments and interactive learning sessions. These workshops not only fueled the curiosity of many young minds, but also dispelled myths and fears about alien technology being too advanced or dangerous for human use. One particular workshop on environmental sustainability caught the attention of the local media. Zara and Lyra explained how their technology could assist in monitoring and managing Earth's climate issues. Their approach emphasized harmony with nature, a principle deeply ingrained in their culture but somewhat overlooked on Earth. "These tools don't just solve problems, they teach us about balance," Lyra told a group of captivated reporters. "We believe technology should work in sync with nature, not against it." The positive press coverage boosted their acceptance in the community further and opened up more opportunities for collaboration. Local universities began to express interest in partnering with Zara and Lyra for research projects, and invitations to speak at conferences and seminars started to pour in. However, the cultural exchange wasn't without its challenges. During a session at the university, a skeptical professor questioned the safety of integrating alien technology into human environments. "How can we be sure these devices won't have long-term ecological impacts we aren't aware of?" he asked critically. Zara addressed the concern with transparency and assurance. "We understand the importance of caution," she responded. "That's why we are here, not just to share our technology, but to study its impacts together. We propose a joint research initiative to monitor all aspects of implementation and ensure they meet Earth's safety standards." The professor nodded, impressed by her thoughtful approach, and agreed to lead the research team. This partnership became a model for future collaborations, setting a precedent for open dialogue and shared responsibilities. As the weeks turned into months, Zara and Lyra's efforts to blend their knowledge with human technology transformed from simple exchanges to deep collaborative ventures. They were no longer seen as alien visitors but as integral members of the community, leading by example and fostering a new era of interstellar friendship and cooperation. Their journey was far from over, and they knew challenges lay ahead. But Zara and Lyra felt a profound sense of accomplishment. They had not only found a new home on Earth, but it also paved the way for a future where humans and aliens could learn from each other and grow together. One evening, as they walked home under a starlit sky, Lyra turned to Zara and said, "Do you think we're making a difference?" Zara smiled, looking up at the stars that once seemed so far away. "Yes, I believe we are. Not just for us or for them, but for both our worlds." The integration of Zara and Lyra into the community continued smoothly, with each new project bringing them closer to the people of Earth. However, their growing visibility also attracted the attention of larger, more skeptical audiences, including governmental bodies curious about the true extent and implications of alien technology. During a well-publicized demonstration of a new agricultural tool designed to increase crop yields without harmful chemicals, an unexpected malfunction occurred. The device, which used a form of radiation harmless to their own species, inadvertently caused a minor but noticeable blight on the test crops. The incident quickly sparked a media frenzy, fueling fears and conspiracy theories about alien interventions. Facing their first major public relations crisis, Zara and Lyra worked tirelessly to address the concerns. They held a press conference where they explained the malfunction as a calibration error specific to Earth's unique environmental conditions. "We assure you, this was an unintended consequence, and we are taking every step to rectify the situation," Zara stated earnestly, standing before a crowd of reporters and cameras. The local government, sensing the public's unease, called for an official inquiry into the matter. Zara and Lyra welcomed the scrutiny, confident in their intentions and hopeful that transparency would restore trust. However, during the investigation, confidential documents from their home planet were leaked, revealing that their mission was not only cultural exchange, but also a scientific study of Earth's ecosystem and its suitability for their species. The revelation that they were potential scouts for future colonization efforts, despite being a standard procedure for any exploration in their culture, cast a shadow of doubt over all their previous activities. The community, so recently enamored with their technological gifts, now viewed them with suspicion and fear. Alex, ever their staunch ally, organized a town hall meeting to address the community's concerns head-on. Zara and Lyra stood before their friends and neighbors, not just as ambassadors, but as beings caught between two worlds. "We came to Earth to learn and to share, but also to understand," Lyra explained, her voice tinged with emotion. "Our studies are standard practice, yes, but not with any intention to harm or invade. We seek only knowledge and harmony." Many community members voiced their support, recalling the numerous benefits and advances brought by the alien duo. However, others remained unconvinced, their trust eroded by the secrecy. Determined to mend the rift, Zara proposed an open partnership with the local government and scientific communities. "Let us turn this incident into an opportunity for joint oversight and collaboration," she suggested. "Together, we can ensure that all technology and information exchange is safe and beneficial." The council agreed to the proposal, and a new committee was formed, consisting of human and alien members, to oversee all future projects. This measure helped to alleviate some concerns, establishing a framework for accountability and shared decision-making. Despite the resolution, the incident left a lasting impact on Zara and Lyra. They realized that their actions, however well-intended, had to be carefully weighed and communicated in this new world. The episode also highlighted Earth's complexity and diversity in reactions to the unknown. Zara and Lyra learned that trust was fragile, easily shaken by fear and misunderstanding. They understood that integrating into Earth society would require more than sharing technology. It would necessitate building enduring relationships based on openness and mutual respect. As they adjusted to their new roles under the watchful eyes of the committee, Zara and Lyra continued to advocate for collaboration. They participated in educational programs, helping to demystify alien technology and culture, and worked closely with their human counterparts to improve protocols for transparency and engagement. Through these efforts, they slowly rebuilt the trust that had been damaged. Their commitment to openness and mutual benefit gradually restored the community's faith in them, proving that understanding and cooperation could overcome even the deepest suspicions. As the seasons changed, so too did the atmosphere in the town. What began as a period of tension and uncertainty blossomed into a renewed phase of cooperation and anticipation. Zara and Lyra, once viewed with skepticism, were now seen as integral members of a community standing at the frontier of a new era of interstellar friendship and shared destiny. They had not only survived the ordeal, but had emerged stronger, their mission clearer and more vital than ever. The harmony achieved through transparency and collaboration between Zara, Lyra, and the Earth community faced a new challenge as national interest groups began to question the broader implications of the alien presence. Concerns were raised about the aliens' long-term intentions and the possible security threats their advanced technology might pose. As the debate reached national levels, the local government was pressured to place stricter controls on Zara and Lyra's activities. Suddenly, the open dialogue that had been established began to close, replaced by restrictions and surveillance. This shift created a palpable tension in the town, with the duo feeling the strain of increased scrutiny and diminishing trust. Alex, seeing the distress it caused his friends, organized a series of community dialogues aimed at addressing these fears. He invited experts in ethics, science, and international law to speak, providing a balanced view of the situation. Despite his efforts, the atmosphere was charged with a growing sense of unease and division among the townspeople. During one particularly heated public meeting, a group of protesters disrupted the session, chanting slogans and waving banners that read, "Earth for Earthlings." The protesters argued that any alien technology could be a Trojan horse for a larger invasion force, regardless of the current peaceful interactions. Zara, ever composed, addressed the crowd calmly. "We understand your fears because we too fear what we do not understand. But let us not let fear dictate our future. Let's decide based on knowledge and cooperation," she urged. Despite her plea, the protest sparked a series of debates across various media platforms, polarizing public opinion. Supporters of Zara and Lyra highlighted the benefits of the alien technology, such as environmental restoration projects and medical advancements. In contrast, opponents cited the risks of dependency on alien technology and the potential loss of Earth's autonomy. Caught in this escalating conflict, the local authorities were forced to implement a temporary suspension of all alien-related projects. This suspension was a significant blow to the progress that had been made, and it left Zara and Lyra feeling isolated and frustrated. Feeling the weight of the world on their shoulders, they retreated into their research, focusing on developing a new communication tool that might bridge the growing gap between their intentions and the community's fears. This device would allow humans to experience alien perceptions and emotions, fostering deeper empathy and understanding. After weeks of intense work, they presented their prototype at a closed session with key community leaders and decision-makers. The device, when activated, shared Zara's and Lyra's feelings of sincerity and their peaceful intentions directly with the users, providing an intimate glimpse into their true nature. The demonstration was a breakthrough, convincing many skeptics of the aliens' goodwill. However, a faction within the government remained unconvinced, arguing that the device could also be used for manipulation. As tensions rose to a critical point, an emergency town meeting was called to decide the future of Zara and Lyra's stay on Earth. The meeting was intense, with passionate speeches from both sides. Alex stood firm, supporting his friends. He spoke of the countless ways in which their presence had enriched the town, urging his neighbors to not back down from fear, but to lead with courage and curiosity. The decision came down to a town vote. It was a long night, and the community was split, but in the end, the majority chose to allow Zara and Lyra to continue their work under strict regulations and continuous monitoring. Relieved yet somber about the conditions placed upon them, Zara and Lyra thanked the community for their trust. They committed to adhering to the new rules, determined to prove that their mission was one of peace and mutual benefit. The resolution of the vote did little to quell the national debate, but it reaffirmed the small town's commitment to its values of openness and innovation. Zara and Lyra understood that their journey on Earth would be fraught with challenges, but they were prepared to face them, hoping that time and their continued efforts would eventually dissolve the remnants of doubt and fear. As Zara and Lyra navigated the delicate balance of cooperation under scrutiny, an unforeseen complication arose that threatened to unravel the fragile trust they had built with the Earth community. a group of extraterrestrial hunters, known in their galaxy for enforcing interstellar law, arrived on Earth, claiming that Zara and Lyra had violated the most sacred codes of their home planet by sharing advanced technology with a less developed world. The arrival of these enforcers immediately escalated tensions. The local government, already under pressure from national security agencies, found themselves caught between protecting their alien residents and cooperating with a powerful extraterrestrial authority. Alex, determined to stand by his friends, rallied the community leaders to negotiate with the enforcers. Zara and Lyra, for their part, were torn between their allegiance to their home planet and their commitment to Earth. They chose to confront the enforcers, hoping to explain their actions and the positive impact of their exchanges. "We came to Earth not to disrupt, but to educate and assist," Zara pleaded during a tense meeting with the enforcers, held in a secure government facility. "The technologies we shared were meant to heal and advance, not to dominate or overpower." The enforcers, unmoved by her words, insisted on taking them into custody, citing regulations that forbade technological interference with civilizations not yet capable of interstellar travel. The standoff, broadcast live on news networks, drew international attention, sparking a global debate about Earth's place in the cosmic order and the rights of sentient beings across the universe. Amid this escalating crisis, Alex spearheaded a grassroots movement to support Zara and Lyra. He organized demonstrations, both physical and virtual, harnessing the power of social media to highlight their contributions and the ethical implications of extraditing them against their will. "If we hand them over," Alex argued in a widely viewed video, "we're endorsing a galactic system that suppresses progress and punishes empathy." The public response was overwhelming. Millions of people around the world voiced their support for Zara and Lyra, signing petitions and participating in protests. This global outcry led to emergency sessions at the United Nations, where delegates debated the need for Earth to establish its own interstellar policies and protections for extraterrestrial visitors. Meanwhile, Zara and Lyra worked with Earth's leading scientists and diplomats to draft a proposal for interstellar asylum laws that would protect not only them, but any other extraterrestrial visitors who might find themselves in similar predicaments. Their efforts culminated in a historic summit, attended by both Earth leaders and representatives from the Interstellar Council that governed Zara and Lyra's galaxy. After intense negotiations marked by both diplomatic standoffs and breakthroughs, the summit concluded with an unprecedented agreement. The Council acknowledged the unique situation of Zara and Lyra and granted them a status that allowed them to remain on Earth under diplomatic protection, provided they ceased any further technology transfer until Earth was deemed ready. The resolution was a relief to many, but also a clear signal that Earth was stepping onto a larger stage, with new responsibilities and challenges ahead. Zara and Lyra, though restricted in their activities, were grateful for the chance to continue their lives on Earth, and they pledged to abide by the new guidelines. The community celebrated the resolution with a festival that combined elements of Earth's diverse cultures with glimpses of the cosmos, symbolizing a new era of cooperation and understanding. Zara and Lyra, watching the festivities from their home, felt a mix of sadness and hope. They had escaped persecution, but at the cost of their mission's original freedom. As the festival lights twinkled under the night sky, mirroring the stars from which they had come, Zara and Lyra reflected on their journey. "We may be bound by more rules now," Zara said to Lyra as they looked on, "but our journey here has taught us about resilience, about the power of unity. We are far from where we started, and that alone is a testament to our cause." Lyra nodded, her eyes on the dancing figures below. "And as long as we have allies like Alex, like this community, we have a chance to make a difference, no matter the restrictions." Together, they turned their gazes upward, to the endless possibilities that the stars represented, ready to navigate this new chapter of their extraordinary lives. The resolution of the interstellar crisis brought a newfound sense of stability to Zara and Lyra's lives on Earth, but it also opened up new opportunities for collaboration and exploration. With diplomatic protections in place, they were able to resume their efforts to bridge the gap between Earth and their home planet, fostering connections that transcended interstellar boundaries. Under the guidance of Earth's leading scientists and diplomats, Zara and Lyra initiated a series of cultural and scientific exchanges with their home planet. These exchanges, facilitated by advanced communication technology, allowed for the sharing of knowledge and ideas between two vastly different worlds. Through these exchanges, Earth scientists gained access to cutting-edge alien technology, enabling them to make significant advancements in fields such as energy efficiency, medical research, and environmental conservation. In return, Zara and Lyra's home planet benefited from Earth's unique perspectives and innovations, enriching their own society with new ideas and possibilities. The collaborative efforts extended beyond the realm of science, encompassing cultural exchanges that celebrated the diversity and creativity of both worlds. Artists, musicians, and writers from Earth and Zara and Lyra's home planet collaborated on joint projects that reflected the shared values and aspirations of their respective civilizations. One such project was a collaborative music composition that combined Earth's rich musical traditions with the ethereal sounds of Zara and Lyra's home planet. The resulting piece, performed by a symphony orchestra composed of musicians from both worlds, captured the beauty and complexity of their shared universe, inspiring audiences on both Earth and beyond. As the exchanges flourished, Zara and Lyra found themselves at the forefront of a new era of interstellar cooperation and understanding. Their journey, once marked by uncertainty and conflict, had evolved into a beacon of hope for unity and peace among the stars. Yet, amidst the progress and celebration, challenges remained. Forces opposed to interstellar cooperation continued to exert pressure, seeking to undermine the fragile bonds of friendship and understanding that had been forged. Zara and Lyra, along with their allies on Earth and beyond, faced a constant struggle to defend their vision of a united and harmonious universe. But with each obstacle they overcame, Zara and Lyra grew stronger, their resolve unshakable. Together, they stood as symbols of resilience and perseverance, inspiring countless others to join them in their quest for a better future. As they looked to the stars, their hearts filled with hope and determination, Zara and Lyra knew that their journey was far from over. But with the support of their friends, both old and new, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united in their commitment to building a world where all beings could thrive in peace and harmony. With the bonds of friendship and cooperation firmly established between Earth and Zara and Lyra's home planet, a new chapter of exploration and discovery dawned for both civilizations. The once isolated worlds now stood united by a shared vision of progress and understanding, embarking on a journey of exploration that would shape the future of the galaxy. Zara and Lyra, now recognized as pioneers of interstellar diplomacy, continued to play a vital role in bridging the gap between Earth and their home planet. Their experiences on Earth had transformed them, imbuing them with a deep appreciation for the diversity and resilience of humanity. Likewise, their interactions with Earth's inhabitants had opened their eyes to new possibilities and perspectives, enriching their own understanding of the universe. As ambassadors of goodwill, Zara and Lyra traveled between worlds, fostering connections and facilitating collaborations that spanned the vast expanse of space. They worked tirelessly to promote peace and cooperation, advocating for mutual respect and understanding among all sentient beings. Their efforts bore fruit as Earth and Zara and Lyra's home planet entered into a new era of cooperation, marked by joint scientific expeditions, cultural exchanges, and shared initiatives aimed at addressing the most pressing challenges facing their respective societies. Together, they tackled issues such as climate change, resource scarcity, and social inequality, pooling their resources and expertise to find innovative solutions that benefited all. But amidst the progress and celebration, Zara and Lyra never forgot their roots. They remained grounded in their commitment to their home planet, always mindful of the lessons they had learned and the bonds they had forged on Earth. They continued to advocate for unity and understanding, using their influence to bridge divides and foster empathy among all beings. As they looked out at the stars, their hearts filled with hope and optimism for the future. For Zara and Lyra, the journey was far from over, but they faced the unknown with courage and determination, secure in the knowledge that they stood on the cusp of a new beginning for both Earth and the galaxy beyond.